anyways, we're going to jump into our Detroit Tigers segment. MLB reached a deal.
They did?
They did.
Oh,
they have a deal.
Goodness.
And guess what?
T-ball?
Nobody gives a flying F what they agreed about. Nobody cares what the new rules are. Nobody cares the CBA and how much the owner's getting paid, how much the players are getting paid. So I'm not going to break that down.
You know what matters? Play ball!
Baseball. Baseball's back. I think opening day technically starts, spring training. I think there's some teams that play on Thursday, but Tigers play on Friday. I cannot wait to take a break from NCAA basketball and turn on the Tigers and listen to that and just sit and absorb it because I'm so freaking pumped that we have baseball. I cannot wait to have just sit back and drink a beer and watch and listen to the Tigers.
I can't wait to have a half day of work.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to do that for opening day like we always do. That's a good point. We haven't done in 2 years. It's been a while. It's been a while. But the Detroit Tigers are back, and we're really excited. So spring training, they've reported first game is Friday at 1:05 against the Phillies. They will play in 11 straight days, have a day off, and play 8 straight more before one more day off, and then the home opener on Friday, April 8th. Against the division rival Chicago White Sox, who won the division last year with 93 wins. And they're the heavy favorites again this year at -215 to win the division. -215. So if you look at all of the different odds of the division winners, they have the best odds to win their division. I may or may not have just put money on the Tigers to win the division.
Oh,
we'll see if that.
Let's go.
It's not part of Wednesday parlay though, so don't buy into that one. You know.
So you're buying dinner in October?
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, I don't know really what to talk about. I guess I just came up with a couple of spring training goals, and if you guys have something that you want to bring up, I'd be interested. And the first one for me is solidify the rotation. And what I mean by that, so obviously you have. I don't have it. You have the oh my gosh, where'd it go?
You got it.
You have Eduardo Rodriguez, Casey Mize, Tarek Skubal, Matt Manning, but that 5th starter is still wide open. Right now they're penciling in Tyler Alexander. And the way that this Tigers organization's built right now is they don't really have somebody ready to take over that 5th starter. Now, Michael Fulmer might be able to challenge for that, I think, but either way, if you have Tyler Alexander or Michael Fulmer as your 5th starter, and then the other one out there that can do some spot starts, you have such small room for error here. If a guy starts struggling and starts getting beat up and you have to put him on the you have nobody that can just come in and take over. You know what I mean? And you got to find that depth somewhere. I just don't think that it's going to be inside the organization.
So you're anticipating them reaching out into free agency or trading for someone to come in and fill that spot?
I feel like they have to. I really do. It's that's going to be a big problem because you still have really young guys. Like Matt Manning was on a major pitch count last year, inning count. Casey Mize and Skubal, they were all on inning counts. You can't just throw these guys to the wolves and expect them to be true top-end starters that you're throwing them to be in. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, look, I'm not saying that this team's ready to contend for a World Series or AL title. It's probably not even fair to say that they're going to contend for this division because they are so far behind the White Sox.
Yep.
But if things are falling into place and you have one injury with the starters, that is going to answer that question for you rather than letting the players on the field make that decision whether you're good enough or bad enough. You know what I mean?
Right. And this isn't the time to play mad scientist with your 5th spot in that rotation. Maybe 2 years ago, sure, when nothing mattered. But at this point, no, you really do have to solidify that 5th spot to keep everything moving in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. So solidifying the rotation is the first thing. The second thing for me that I really want to see during spring training, and this is going to sound odd, but let me finish my sentence here, is find a reason to not bring Torkelson up for opening day, and show me why Riley Greene does not deserve to be up during opening day. And I say that as you either play these guys or show us why. And somebody needs to prove why they're going to start at the minors, not necessarily control, not anything else. Like, in everything that I'm hearing out of camp with AJ Hinch, Miguel Cabrera is doing way more talking than he usually does, which is awesome, is everything that it sounds like the players want him, the coach wants him, and
who wants him?
Them, I guess I should say. Is
Okay.
Torkelson
Sorry.
and Greene to be on this roster on opening day. I feel like the way this organization has been, they're going to find every reason to not let them start on opening day. Now, I need to know a name. I want to see that Derek Hill deserves that spot over a Riley Greene. I want to see
outplayed Riley. That has outplayed Torkelson.
Exactly. And now, for me, do I want somebody to show that? No, I don't. But I'm mentally prepared to be let down by the organization that Torkelson and Riley Greene are going to start at AAA. So I've already made that decision in my head. So prove me why, basically. It's not just an organizational decision. It is they prove, like, somebody took their spot. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I want to see during spring training. Don't get me wrong. I probably won't believe it. I don't think anybody will. But that's really the goal for me is to show me why they're not going to start, because I just don't expect them to. What is your gut telling you with these guys? Do you think they're going to start up at the MLB this year, or are they going to go down to AAA?
God, the Torkelson one is hard because he has his ceiling is so darn high.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous, and I haven't heard a lick out of spring training or camp. I don't know. But my gut tells me that Torkelson will make it, and Riley Greene's not even close.
Okay.
And like not even like fringe. I don't know why I think that. Hopefully I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I want to see both of them start. Just out of selfishness.
Yep. Yeah, same here.
But other than that, that's what my gut tells me, that Torkelson's a lot closer for some reason, and Riley Greene's not even going to see a lick of what we want him to see.
Yeah. I hope that opening day they're both on the roster and we're ready to do this thing. And that this organization's like, we don't care about control, we don't care about this, we don't care about that. Like, these are our best players. We're going to put them out there and show these fans that they want more. And I feel like Chris Ilitch has a great opportunity to do this. He's in the doghouse with a lot of these fans, whether it's paying, which, don't get me wrong, I think the way that they're building this organization, the way that they've been patient and not overpaid for free agents, I'm okay with that. I really am.
Sure.
But here, right now, is your time to do it. And it's not only letting these guys play, it's about spending money. And that's kind of where I really wanted this conversation to go with, is where this team is at is there's still holes. And they're roughly $95 million below the luxury tax.
95 below?
In a top 7 to top 5 market in the MLB, I would say. This is your time. Go spend your money. I'm not expecting you guys to go spend all that $95 million just to get to that luxury tax spot, but do something close. We shouldn't be a bottom tier payroll. Period. End of story. Okay. We don't deserve that. We have the TV contracts. We have the fan base. You have a crap ton of money. I'm not going to tell somebody how to spend their money, but if you're going to own a baseball team, show me you want to own a baseball team and not just a charity case or whatever. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'll go out, do my part. I'll go grab a Little C's pizza once a week.
Raise it to $6, and I don't care.
Extra most bestest players.
Yeah, just put a little more pepperoni on it, and I'll spend $6, and we'll call it a wash.
No, you nailed it on the head. Is that being that far below the luxury tax, you need to give your fans at this point something to look for.
Yeah.
Something to look forward to moving forward in the next 5-6 years, whatever it may be. And you're right. The time is now. Bring these guys up, even if they're on the fringe. No one wants to go watch
Christian
Derek
Stewart.
Hill. No one.
Derek Hill. I like Derek Hill, but
no one wants it.
Yeah.
They want to see Torkelson. They want to see Riley Greene.
Yep.
Just like in Rookie of the Year, they're begging for Henry.
Henry. Exactly.
And he calls down. He says, "Put the kid in," but he's not ready.
Rosenborger.
Put the kid in. I don't care. He goes, "You're going in." What?
That's such a good movie. I love that movie.
Put the kids in.
No, I agree. I feel like Chris Ilitch is at strike 2. And his strike 2 is when he voted, look, I don't want to bore people with the stupid voting thing that went on, but he voted against something, I think it was hiring the luxury tax. I don't remember exactly what it was, but he voted against something that
I believe it
pushed fans the wrong way.
Upping the luxury tax.
Yeah, and it came out that this was where he was at, basically, and it made him look cheaper.
Right.
Again, and we all have that stigma for him that he's cheap. And that was strike 2, and I feel like if he doesn't put these guys on the field, and honestly, go spend more money and bring in another piece. Go get me another arm. Go get me Carlos Correa. And I don't know did he end up signing with the Astros?
I didn't see.
Since work? I think I heard that he was going to maybe 1 year, $45 million, something like that. Go do that yourself, Tigers. Go pay him $50 million for 1 year. I don't give a crap. You have the money. You're not going to handcuff yourself. You're not going to run out of money, Little Caesars. So just go spend the money. Show these fans, hey, I've effed up. I haven't done this the way I wanted. My vote was wrong. Well, this is going to be a reward. I'm going to give you the best product, and what the Tigers fans will do is they will respond. They will fill that stadium day in and day out.
No doubt.
They will.
No doubt.
Because you have young talent, you have high-end talent, you have Miguel Cabrera reaching 3,000 hits, and all this stuff.
You got big money on the field.
You have a lot, and then if you can contend, they will keep on coming, and you will hit that $3 million fan thing that we hit back when we were contending.
Right.
Because this city is striving for a true contender, because we're not seeing it in any other sport. This is your chance, Chris Ilitch. It is.
Right, and that's what I was getting at too, agreeing with you about spending more money, because when you look at it, what are the 2-3 notable offseason signings? It was Erod and Baez, right?
Yeah.
So at that point, with the team that was here last year, and then adding those two, are you going to tell me that we're even close to contending?
Well, you also bring in Barnhart. Barnhart is a good catcher.
Okay. But still, at that point, we haven't spent what most teams spend to even make somewhat of a notable run to get bounced in the first and the wild card or the divisional round. But we're not there yet. So what you're saying, I can't agree with more. Go get another piece. Go get another 2 pieces.
Yep.
It doesn't need to be 3 Carlos Correas or contracts worth.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't need to go break the bank right now. We're not ready to win a World Series right now.
Yeah.
What we're building for is in the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, and you got to be ready to do it. And I'm telling you what, right now is the time, because for me, I don't want to be heavy. I don't want to give up young assets at the trade deadline to bring in the missing piece.
We're done doing
You can
that.
sign the missing piece right here, right now. You got guys like Freddie Freeman, Carlos Correa, Chris Bryant, Trevor Story, Nick Castellanos, Kyle Schwartz, Anthony Rizzo. Yeah, do they fit what we're doing? No, maybe not. But just go do it. When we went and signed Prince Fielder, was there space for him? No, there wasn't. There was massive questions of what in the world are we going to do with all this? Are we going to move Cabrera to third? Yeah, we did. And we had one of the best teams in MLB history that never won a World Series. That was there. That opportunity was there. And you need to be ready. This is your chance to do it. And Miguel Cabrera's contract, as awful as it can look at times, it's going to expire eventually. You're this much below the luxury tax. You have expiring contract. You're not set up terribly. You're not going to handcuff yourself. So just go out and spend some money and get these guys and give the fans what they deserve, in my opinion.
And who would be welcomed back in open arms would be Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos, but Nick Castellanos is one that I'd be like, I don't want another outfielder. So I brought up Castellanos, Chris Bryant. I want to save that spot for Riley Greene. So if you bring in Castellanos, what does that do? That's the hard part to kind of wrap up,
That's fair.
I think you make this infield even better. Go get me Carlos Correa. I don't care if it costs you $50 million for 1 year, and let him do it, because that's about what he's looking at now. Like, he's not gonna get a long-term deal with what we're looking at. And go out, give him a show-me deal,
right,
and make it happen, because this team deserves it, and these fans deserve it.
And as of an hour ago, according to MLB trade rumors, the Astros and the Cubs are in on Carlos Correa. Tigers, unlikely.
Well, that's a problem.
With Javi Baez, right? So, I mean,
do it.
How many infielders are we going to sign?
Well, I mean, we would have Candelario at third. You can move Correa to short, move Javi Baez to second. Scope can be first baseman / DH and have him part of that group. And he could probably play outfield too. Like, there's room for this type of thing.
That's a AL like contender type offensive lineup right there.
It is. It would be absolutely sick. And if you do the right thing and move Cabrera down in the lineup, relieve him some of the pressure being 3 and 4, and you have true 3 and 4 guys in that position, holy smokes, like, this lineup would get insanely good quick, like stuff that we were seeing when they were contending. And that's what we're one player away. Go pay for that player, and if it's not working out, trade him at the deadline and get more potential players. It's very simple to me.
You know what's crazy is right now we could go get Correa. We could just go here. Here's some dough.
Go get Correa and be.
Come on.
Tons of money underneath the cap.
I know. It's wild.
Is he looking for like a long-term big contract?
He was, but it sounds like he's willing to go with like a short-term show-me deal type thing with everything that happened this year.
With a contender, right?
Which, I mean, just do the same type of offer you did earlier. What they allegedly offered, it was like a 10-year with a 6-year opt-out. Not a ton of money, but like tons of incentives. Go give him that same offer and be like, hey, it's still there. Do you want it? Like, I think that's the way to do it. Because also Javi Baez isn't killing your cap because he has that second-year opt-out. So if he's doing well, I mean, you're set up so well with the young guys. And you look at this roster, you got Akil Baddoo, Robbie Grossman, Javi Baez, Jeimer Candelario, Jonathan Scope, Miguel Cabrera, Spencer Torkelson, Tucker Barnhart, Victor Reyes. Cross out Victor Reyes and put in Riley Greene there. And then add Correa to that. Oh man, you're setting yourself up for one of the best young / veteran, just high upside offensive lineups. And not to mention, you're not sacrificing defense either. It'd be insanely good defensively.
Imagine adding Correa and going to the stadium day one,
dude.
Opening day at Comerica, sold out, guaranteed.
They would sell out these games so stinking fast, it would be absolutely insane.
Yep.
Because you didn't only go out and get a shortstop, you went out and got a really good second baseman too with Javi Baez then.
Yep.
And you're set. Like, you're going to sell so many tickets, and you're going to make hand over fist. If you don't do that, I don't think what you did in the offseason, as much as I liked what they've done, it's not the type of moves that is going to sell out day in and day out. Where whether you're good or you're bad, people are going to be waiting for you to be good if you go out and add another piece.
Yep.
And not to mention just the lineup and like add that, but you could also go add an arm. Go add a Zach Greinke. Have him be your number 5 over Tyler Alexander. I'm sorry, but do it.
Cheap deal.
Just like go spend money, Chris Ilitch. Show me that you can be an owner. Show these fans that you care, because people don't think you do. And I think that's the biggest problem right here.
Can we start a new hashtag? Hashtag do it for dad.
Do it for dad?
Something, yeah.
Do it for dad?
Or
yes. Oh, I like that.
Or the increased price of hot and ready pizza.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Hashtag
we don't know, you got
$6 hot and ready.
Creative. Look it.
Exactly. But I don't know. My gut says that I really think we're going to be let down. And I'm very nervous for that. One thing Miguel Cabrera said that I thought was very interesting with him, basically the question was like, are you okay being a DH this year? He basically said, I'm okay with being a DH in 2022 because Torkelson should be first baseman, and he should be in that lineup every day. So that's what I want to hear from Miguel Cabrera. He was asked a little more about him. He said they're really good. He said of Torkelson and Greene, have you seen them? Have you seen them play? They're really good. So
Didn't Jonathan Scope also like give some credit to the young guys too, to play a little bit of first base? Like he doesn't want to be a full-time first baseman in a way,
but he would.
I mean, he would be all right with him being their full-time.
I thought he was a fine first baseman. I really do.
His bat made up for whatever defensive deficiency he might have had.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, and then they just I don't know, make something happen.
So
what do you guys think, Tigers fans? Tell us what you guys think.
So Cabrera didn't say, "Oh, I'm a AL pennant winning first baseman," and just end it there.
No, he didn't. I see what you did.